to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Beavers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cougars offense will have the football first. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man,
turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Nakua. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Nakua. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, BYU! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows.
There he goes. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
That's caught. It's Bell. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage?
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Beavers headed quickly to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Looking to pass. It's Reinbold. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now he's got some space. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The give on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Oregon State. Great job by the back on the option.
Anytime the pitch man is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Reinbold. Makes the catch, it's Card. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Reinbold. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. He's got 50 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking to throw, it's Reinbold. Dumps it off in the flats. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Gonna swing it on second down. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw it. Slings it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Kick is in the air. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Gives it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Beavers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech.
A quick pass to the left.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to go up top on first down. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We will wrap it up with a sack. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Nakua. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. BYU has this offense clicking. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got the back over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Caught near the sticks. It's Phillips. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Nakua. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
BYU 14.
He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some.
Turning it on! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On the option. Now the pitch. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Beavers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Going right to work up top. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Off play action. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. First play of the first possession of OT. The give to the single back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Handoff from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And this is why you pick defense first when you go into overtime, because I want to know exactly what I need. Nice job on 3rd down, stopping the quarterback, getting the sack, forcing the 4th down, and probably the field goal. Offense, get ready. You know exactly what you need to do.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Carr. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. 2 wide out to either side. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got a little work in front of them here on 3rd down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. They'll run play action. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can push this one in, they win the game. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game. Up